This is an official review for one of the absolute worst ranges I've ever owned. It is the Kitchenaide professional range, and it's model number YKSEB900 ESS. It was about $3,000 retail in the store. So a couple of things, where to even begin? After 3 months of owning this range, it's 7 years old now, by the way, but you can kind of see over here, I was cooking a balsamic reduction. Some of it spilled off the spoon, and I followed the manufacturer's directions exactly. I turned off the burner right away, moved the pot off, and by the time I went and wiped it off, it had pitted the glass out. I called Kitchenaide and asked, told them that this stove was 3 months old. Is there anything that can be done here? And they told me, sure, you can buy a new cooktop for $600. Within the 7 years, this range now will not heat past 320 degrees, and I've had service technicians fix this component here 3 times. What happens with these ranges in this particular model is all the controls and the guts are inside here, and some of it in the back over here. And as it heats up, it basically fries its own internals. When I contacted Kitchenaide most recently about this, because I was getting an error code, it would just turn on and off. They told me there was absolutely nothing they can do, despite the fact that I had a service technician come in, fix it 6 months ago. He replaced the part, and the part has already burnt out again. The part's under warranty, but not the service. And Kitchenaide wouldn't touch it. Told me, and then I asked about escalating it to a senior technician or to their management group in Canada here. And they told me that they don't have a headquarters in Canada. It's a P.O. box. And I asked them who their CEO was and their head in Canada. They had no idea. So you can see here, this one has one of the ovens that has the water cleaning. I've never found it work very well. Find it works very well. The standard spray and clean is really tried and tested and still works. But in general, I would say I will never buy another Kitchenaide ever again, and or Whirlpool. I find the product quality is absolutely terrible. And you can kind of see, on the top here, this is worn out as well. The buttons are loose. This one just comes right off, it just falls off. Absolutely terrible. For a premium range, really, I could not be more disappointed. And in terms of the glass ranges, I mean, it's a hit or miss. You basically could buy induction or these glass, but you have to clean them every time if you want to keep it pristine and nice. It really is a pain. So I wanted to put this out because, I can't say enough negative things about the brand and this particular model. Take it easy, hope it helps. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention the part that broke down both times. How this is designed is inside here, there's the blower and the thermostat. They form part of the same contraption. So what happens is the heat melts the thermostat, and then the oven is unable to understand what temperature it's at, so it just keeps turning off. You can't replace the thermostat only. You have to replace the blower and the thermostat to the tune of like $250, plus the cost of service. So as the technician said when he came in, he's like, you're now into, you're in deep where you can keep fixing the same range, or you can just throw it out and buy a new one. And I thought to myself, man, I can't believe I'm going to be throwing out a $3,000 range. And it's not like it's like 7 years in and then, it's finally breaking down for the first time. We've had problems with this range within 4 years. And just hoped, okay, fine, I'll fix the part and then move on with it. No, yeah, the thing I forgot to mention too is what happens with these particular ones, like this, there's a gap here. What he said is, as you cook things on and water spills out, stuff gets inside, water leaks in here as well, frying the internals and in addition to the heat. So really just a terrible design and not built to last.